All right. So right on time, it's 8:01. So I am Melody Govig, your Upline Executive Director, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight talking about our favorite topic, and that is bookings. And so Teresa Zeller and I are here to partner with you. And Teresa is also an executive director on our team. She leads the Team Bake a Better Tomorrow organization. And Teresa's only been with Paper Chef for 3 years, right? So 3 years. So super exciting. All right. So we wanted to start off with this, and I'm going to explain it here in just a little bit, but let's jump in. We're going to tell you a story about bamboo.
Hi, this is Dare to Do Motivation, and this is the story of the bamboo tree. Maybe some of you have heard about the story of the bamboo tree, but for those of you who haven't, here it is. So there used to be a man, and he got frustrated with life. Despite all the hard work and effort, failure was all that he learned. Feeling defeated with life, he left everything and exiled himself into the woods. There he met a hermit. The disappointed man shared his failure with the hermit. "Give me one good reason not to quit," he pleaded with the hermit. "Look," the hermit said, pointing towards 2 plants. "Do you see that fern and bamboo tree?" "Yeah," the man nodded. "When I planted the fern and the bamboo seeds, I took very good care of them. I gave them water, light, and fertilizer. And within a short period of time, the fern quickly grew from the earth," the hermit continued. "But despite the bamboo seeds being watered and fertilized for years, it did not outwardly grow as much as an inch. In fact, nothing at all happened in the first year. There was nothing, no sign of growth. But I didn't give up on the bamboo seed and continued to water and nurture it. By the 5th year, a tiny sprout emerged from the earth, and within 6 months, the tree grew 100 feet tall. It exploded out of the ground. So I have this question for you. Did the bamboo tree lie dormant for 4 years only to grow exponentially in the 5th? The hermit asked. Baffled by the question, the man kept quiet. Well, let me tell you, the answer is quite obvious. The little tree was growing underground, developing a root system strong enough to support its potential for outward growth in the 5th year and beyond. Had the tree not developed a strong foundation, it would not have sustained its life as it grew. So all this time that you are struggling, you were growing strong roots, remarked the hermit. The man learned his lesson that day. He learned the value of persistence and hard work. The fern and the bamboo stood right in front of him as he walked towards his life to continue to work on his dreams. So I hope this story tells you something. If you keep struggling and working hard, but you can't see any results, it doesn't mean that you are not growing inwardly, that you are not starting to develop the mindset and foundation to become successful or to achieve your dreams and goals one day. Because without the strong foundation and the root system, you won't be able to grow as much as you want. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed.
Okay. So there's a couple of things that I want to walk you all through on this. And first off, the easy thing to do is when you see consultants that are having success and you're doing the things but aren't having the success, it's easy to look and say, what's wrong with me? So just remember that we all come into this business at different stages. And sometimes, you come into this with no background knowledge of any direct sales, or maybe you don't even know how to work Facebook. And so you're kind of learning some things in order to grow your business. And then other people come in and they're just like, they know this, they've tried other businesses or they've tried Paper Chef in the past. And so they pick it up really quickly. So it's important not to ever compare yourself to somebody else's business. The second thing is it's also easy to watch that video and be like, oh, cool, I'm bamboo. So I can just sit back and chill. And for 5 years, I'm gonna, like one day I'm gonna be rich. That doesn't work that way either. But what happens is if you really show up for your business day in and day out and day in and day out, and you're chiseling away at your business, you're gonna see changes. So the system that we're showing you tonight is not a quick fix that happens overnight. It's not that you're going to magically implement this system and then, woo, tomorrow your calendar is going to be full. Hallelujah. But if you work the system and you 100% follow the system, then you will see the success. And we've seen this time and time again from consultants. But if you send the messages, like we're going to teach you and share with you, and then you only send them, like you do the first message, but you don't do the follow-up messages, or, you don't keep continuing, and you do it for a few days and you're like, it's not working. Then you can't say that if you don't, really give it 30 days or more. So what I encourage you is to really absorb everything you learned tonight and apply it to a T. So don't pick and choose, but you really got to do all the things all the time to find the results that you're looking for. And so that is the difference in this business working and not working, is being consistent. And I just finished a book called The Consistency Pill. Highly recommend it. If you're somebody that struggles with consistency, The Consistency Pill by Simon Chan is a really great read to help you with figuring out how to have that consistent system in place to help you get from point A to point B. And so with that being said, I hope that helps you all to know that it's not an overnight fix, because but it is, consistency is the name of the game, because that's what this business is it's all about consistency and creating a whirlpool to find the results that you're looking for. All right. So I'm going to pass this on to Teresa. Yes. Persistence and consistency. Yes. All right. I'm going to pass this on to Teresa, and she's going to share these fun graphics with you guys and share with you all about where it starts. So where do you start with the fun?
Do I have permission to share?
Oh, I have it sharing. Do you want?
Well, I was going to share some of my, can you just give me, I was going to share.
Yeah, you have, go for it. You have permission.
Okay.
You have my permission. I'm just kidding.
Thank you. Okay, cool. So those slides are exactly where we're going. So we're talking about tonight a system called Everybody Wins. And so as you can imagine by the title of the system, who's going to win in your party? Everybody, right? Let's say it all at one time. Everybody. Right. Okay. Everybody is a winner. And so we're going to show you how to systematically and methodically go through and make sure that everybody's a winner, and to make the most of every single post, comment, and tag. Okay. Because Facebook algorithm can either help you or hurt you in your party systems. And so we're going to show you how to make it work for you and your party and your hosts, and ultimately for booking. Okay. So the first step, we have 3 easy steps for you to remember. The first step, and if you want to you want to do the slide, you want me to do the slides, or you want to do the slides? You can show the slides if you want.
Okay. I thought you were.
And then I'll go back out and show how it works. Okay. So the first step is this crazy animal pick post. Okay. So you might think, oh my gosh, this is insane. I don't even know what I'm looking at on the screen. So look over here at this checklist over here. So a couple of things I want you to remember about the animal pick post. The way I use it is I use what we call is the right welcome post. This is an option that Facebook gives you one time for every guest. Now you can use it and waste it by every time someone joins the party, it'll pop up and say, oh, you have a new person to welcome, click here. And you can click there, but you will be wasting this valuable resource in your party group. Okay. So you want to save it, just X out of that. Do not welcome anybody until you're ready to do the crazy animal post. Okay. So I do it on Saturday, as long as there's 20-ish people in the party. I work real hard to get my parties to 30 minimum. I like 40 or more. But if they're, so it's Saturday, but then there's some exceptions to every rule. You can see that the last check mark. So it's on Saturday. I'll go in and I will click right post. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. And I add this wording right here. Hey guys, welcome to our totally fun Pampered Chef virtual party. Don't miss the early bird special. The more you comment, the more entries you get in our party. Sound off below that you're here. When 8 people do sound off, I'll do a drawing for a free gift. Okay, so that's telling them to comment on this post. And that's what I want to happen. You can see that I have everybody in the party tagged here. You see all those highlighted blue names. That's everybody in Heather's party that's tagged. And I have a crazy animal picture. I have several that I'll share with you. I'm going to tell you that this cow picture is mine. I'm not going to share it, but I have lots of really cute animal pictures, and I promise to share those with you. Okay, so then they comment and they say hello. And you can see here on the third column, that's like, this is all one post, just continued. You can see that Melanie said hi, and I responded to Melanie, yeah, I was like, Melody, with a crazy hello gift. There's tons of them out there. They're all super fun. Some of them are a little creepy, but most of them are really cute and fun. And so I have a couple of my favorites that I use, and I respond with a cute hello or hi gift to every single person that responds to this post. It's quick and easy. I don't say anything, just a GIF, right? So you see that here. Now, these are some checklist reminders about the welcome right post. You want to add text when you use this feature because you don't want to waste it. Like I said, you get it one time per guest. So you kind of want to save it all up for a nice big post. You want to add your own words. And then, like I said here, I do it on Saturday for max interaction and algorithm help. It's beginning early in the party. They're going to comment, I'm going to comment back, and that back and forth really boosts the algorithm. It tells Facebook that these people want to see what I'm doing in this group and that they want to see things from me. That works, right? I want them to see things from me. All right. And of course, there's an exception to every rule. All right. So if I'm going to start sharing my screen, I think it will bump you off. All right. Okay, perfect. That's not really what I want you to see, but that's okay. Or that. I want you to see this. Okay, so I saved a party that had lower numbers of members. You can see here that she only has 15 members. She only invited 82. This party is probably not going to do super well. But I saved this to show you exactly how to do the right post, okay? So we're in discussion. This is where you come to your party, right? Here's the party. Here's the party. All right. So on your Facebook, on your laptop, it works best. You're going to click members. It's going to go here, and you're going to see the members that have joined the party, right? And look at that, right? Welcome post. If you click that button, you have a post with everybody tagged. Now, again, you can do it when 1 or 2 people join, and every couple hours you can do it again. You'll be wasting this feature. I do it all at one time. I erase that little blurb. I usually erase my name. I don't need to be tagged. And then I go to my host coaching and I grab that wording. So I actually have a document that has for everybody wins, and it's all there too. So I'm just going to grab it from this. Of course, we will share this with you, no worries. And I'm going to put that information at the top. See, now it looks exactly like the other post. I'm going to add a picture. I'm going to say okay, because I know how to find it easier that way. There's my cow picture, right? Add a picture, and I'm going to post it. It should post real quick. Now, the benefit of doing this is I'm grabbing everybody at one time. They're going to start commenting. I'm going to comment back. The other benefit to this, if I go back to discussion, and if I'm going too fast, we can redo whatever. I'm going to grab all these names. You see how I highlighted them? I'm right click and copying them. And then I'm going to go to my tracker. Again, I did not create this. I think it's a combination of a couple of people's. This is the one I'm currently using. I'm going to go here to the guest name. I've already titled this tab Michaela's Party. That's the one we're doing. And I'm going to paste them all. Now I have everybody in the party at my tracker. Do I have to do this part? No, I can write their names in a notebook. I can look through every time at the guest list. There's lots of different ways to do this part, but this is the way that works most efficiently for me. And I think most of us who use this method on a regular basis consistently have some sort of digital tracker because it's just copy and paste. All right, so that's the welcome right post, and this is the very start of our method. Okay. All right, slides again. You want me to try to find the slides so then I don't have to keep asking you to be my Vanna? Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. So next slide. So then everybody wins. They're going to comment. You're going to do all those things. And the next step is the winner post. Remember, because the title of this is Everybody Wins. Everybody wins. So everybody's going to win. Now we're not going to post everybody at one time because really Facebook's going to get mad at that. And we don't really want them to know that everybody wins. That's our little behind the curtain secret for this method. All right. So the first step is the crazy animal post. You're going to copy all the guests to your spreadsheet. Then you're going to mark who's ordered over the weekend. I use Project Broadcast, so I do not send, everybody doesn't win really. If they order, they're going to get this message through a text. If you don't use a texting service, then you're not going to need to worry about who ordered and who didn't. You're going to just check off who is in the Everybody Wins post what day. I use a texting service, so when they order, this same message or one that's sort of like it will go to them via text. So I don't put it in the party as well. That would be double, right? So if you use Project Broadcast, then don't include them in this. Then you're going to check off who is winning and what day they won. So if we go back to my spreadsheet real quick, see if I can find it again. I don't have a fancy system that Melody does. So you can see my spreadsheet here. So this is the host. I'm going to put host here. So she's not going to win. Then I'm going to go down. Typically I have 30, right? So if I have 30 or more, I'm going to check either 1/3 of the party or 10 to 12 max, whichever is the least. So if there's 40 people in the party, then I'm going to do about 12 people, maybe 13. If there's 50 people in the party, I'm going to do 10, 12, and I'm going to do it like 5 days. If there's 40, I'm going to do 10 to 12. I'm going to do 4 days. There's 30 people, I'm going to do 10. I'm going to do it 3 days of the week. So whatever your number of party guests are is going to determine how many people you're tagging each day and how many days you are going to post winners. So because I only have 15 people in this party minus this host, I'm probably going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to say that is, I'm actually not going to do it till tomorrow because I just posted. So I'm going to say Tuesday, right? Oh. So everybody gets a Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday. I mark those are going to be my Tuesday winners. That's Tuesday. All right. So let's go back to slides. Sorry, I know it's a little back and forth, clunky. Okay, so you're going to mark, check who's winning and what day. That's really important. Rule of thumb, here you go. Split them up 10 to 12 people. Every chunk is 1 day of winners. Each day, 10 people. Now, go to the next slide. Here's what we say. You're going to see something like this. So here's 1 day. It's going to be the same. Congratulations to today's door prize drawing winners. You are tagged. Look for a message from me. There's my m.me and claim your prize. Congratulations. And I tag the people. So this side is actually from a party. And here's another example of a winning graphic you can use. And we're going to share all of them. So that's what I would do on a Monday. Next slide. Maybe we're going to go to Wednesday. Maybe I have 30. So I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Here's an example of a Wednesday slide. You'll look and you'll see the same thing, right? It's exactly the same wording. I might put a cute little, it's Wednesday and congratulations to our door prize winners and tag some people. Here's an example of a Thursday post. Congratulations to the lucky winner of today's drawing. It's Thankful Thursday and Friday. So you get the point. It's the same verbiage. It's just a new picture, right? And you're tagging your next set of guests in that next day's post. Does that make sense? Here's an example of a Saturday party. So I literally can do it every day of the party. It doesn't matter, because what is it about? Everybody wins. As long as you're getting everybody tagged in a post, a winner post, you're good. The amount of posts you're doing, 1 per day. I even had a party, I will say, caveat, I had a party that had like 80 people. And so I ended up doing two different posts on 1 or 2 days to get through everybody without having to go on and on, right? So, okay, I'm going to get to the question in just a second. Okay, and then Melody does a final prize, I think, the bonus prize, I think, to grab the rest of the people. If it's, if she has 3 or 4 that are, left over or whatever, then she does this bonus. It's basically the very same thing. It's the same wording. If you're tagged, claim your prize at your message. All right. And you're going to go through everybody who joined your party, and 1 day of the week of the party, you are going to tag them and they are going to win. We're going to tell you what they're going to win in just a second. So I start my parties officially on Saturday, but they start inviting beforehand, and my template starts on Friday. Yes, we'll share the tracker. Of course, everything we show we'll share. Multiple parties a day. What does that mean, Carrie? I do about 6 to 8 parties a week. So every day, yes, if I'm going to post that blurb in each party that I'm doing that week. If that doesn't answer your question, explain more about your question. All right. Melody's going to take it away. Oh, I said something. You said, oh, project broadcast. Okay. I'll get back to that.
Is this thing on? I'm just kidding. All right.
It's on.
Okay. So, after you have posted, sometimes it's good to give it a little space, so that you're not messaging right away. Because one thing that we've learned, and I've learned this the hard way, is when you're tagging people, it's kind of like sending a message. Facebook counts it the same as far as your numbers of how many people you can send each day. And the reason is, a lot of times when you're tagging somebody in a post, Facebook is sending them a message saying you were tagged in a post, and they get that in as like a message. So, so you kind of, you can send some that day. And if you're not doing a whole lot, if you're just doing 1 or 2 parties a week, it's not that big of a deal. But those of you that are doing 4, 5, 6, 8, 12, 20 parties a week, then you want to kind of space it out, and so that it's not right on top of each other. But this is what we send to people, saying that you are a winner. And so everybody's a winner. But what you're giving them, you guys, is an e-cookbook. And I can show you where you can find these, but it's free. And so Pampered Chef gives us all kinds of e-cookbooks. And so it's a great prize because they get the free recipes. But if they upgrade, that's where you give them a bigger prize. Now, you get to determine what that prize is. And the way that I do it is, when the party is held, at the end of their party, I add it onto their host order. So then it's using the discounted price for their host order. And then I pay it with my consultant gift. So that comes out of your order payment account. So I typically do like a bread mix. You could do a spice. You could do a season's best cookbook if you're on a tight budget. So it's completely up to you as how much you want to spend. And I kind of judge my prize based on how good of a party. If they had a $200 party, they're going to get a smaller gift. If they had $1,000, they really rocked it, they really did worked hard on their party, then I'm probably going to give them a $10, $15 item. And again, you get to choose that based on your budget. All right. And so like this, I'm going to read this. Good afternoon, Holly. Congratulations on winning the prize drawing. I have an e-cookbook for you with amazing side dish recipes. I've actually updated this to 30-minute meal recipes, but I mean, you can use any one of the cookbooks you want. But I'd love to upgrade your prize if you consider helping Laura earn her $50 booking bonus by saying yes to hosting your own fast and fun Facebook party. I promise that it's easy to host. I set up the group, you do all the posting. You just invite friends and enjoy the party with the rewards, and it's free. What do you think? 2 things. If you're not familiar with that $50 booking bonus, that is paid out by Pampered Chef. When a host has 3 bookings attached to the party before you close it, and then all 3 bookings hold and are submitted that past host gets a $50 credit. And again, Pampered Chef puts that into their account. You don't have to do anything. It doesn't cost you anything. So it's a great thing. So that's why it's great to take advantage of this. The second thing is you can send 1 million of these messages and know that if you're only going to send this message, you might as well not do this at all. Because most of the time, the first message is not responded to. A majority of the time, I want to say it again, a majority of the time, you do not get a response with this first message. And the reason is because Facebook works against us in that way. It's just the fact that most of these people you're not friends with on Facebook. And so when you're sending them a message, it goes to their spam folder. But then when you send them a second message, it goes into a hidden folder and then it goes to their inbox. And so the third and fourth messages is where you can see it. And that's why we say the fortune is in the follow-up. So if you're only going to send that first message, you might as well not send it at all. And so what we like to say is we just like to send those messages to get them out of the way. So just getting those messages out of the way so you can move on to the second message. And that's where this comes in. So 24 hours after you send that first message, you are going to send a follow-up message. And this one just says, "Good morning, so-and-so. I just wanted to make sure you saw my message above. What do you think? Would you like to upgrade your gift?" And if they don't respond, 24 hours later, I send them another message. "Hey, so-and-so, I know it's a busy time, but I just wanted to check back in. I would love to upgrade your prize for you and help host at the same time. A virtual party is super easy and a great way to get some," that's holiday shopping. So get some shopping out of the way. What do you think? So, and then if they don't respond, the fourth and last message. "Hey, so-and-so, I wanted to send you your cookbook, but I would still love to upgrade to a bigger gift. Let me know if you would like to do so." And then has the message. Now, most of the time by that point, the reason I'm sending that gift or that gift is because I'm not a liar. I said I was going to give you a free gift, so I'm going to give you your free gift. And so that's why we want to get to that fourth message. And so, so it's important because eventually you want to send them that message, and going through this system. And what we have found is that most of the times it's after the third message that we get those bookings. So it takes 3 days of messages to get those. And I personally have a system for it and I think that everybody has to have a system for how you're doing those messages. But basically what I do is I go through and on whatever day and send out all the messages for that day. And then I go to the messages from the day before and I send the follow-up message from that day. And the day before that, I go and send the follow-up message from that day. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's like on Friday, I'm going to send my Friday messages, and then I'm going to go back into my parties to the Thursday posts and send the first follow-up to all the Thursday. And then I'm going to go back into the Wednesday post and I'm going to send the second follow-up to all the Wednesday people. Does that make sense?
And that's why that tracker that I was showing is so great, because you add the day of the week that you're tagging them. And so if there's ever any question, you can just go back to you've already said which day it is. You just go back to the day before.
I love that. Linda said 98% of the time. I'll show you how I do it because I'm lazy. I'll admit. I'm resourceful. I try to find ways that work the system, but I can show you and Teresa, I think that like if yours, it might be helpful and see how do you go and find them in the party to pull them up.
I probably do the same thing. I go back to the post, but I just like to see, okay, this is the group
visualization.
Yeah.
So before we do that, and we can show you some things or use it as follow-up. And so we promise to keep these calls at 30 minutes. So I want to finish with our slides. And then if you want, we can answer questions and show you how to do some little things. But all right, so finishing this. So when they say no, because this is important, because you're going to get no's, right? And it's inevitable. You're going to get no's. When they say no, say, okay, no worries. Here is host shopping link to make it easier for you to support him or her and help them reach him or her reach their goals. All right. Add the shopping link and say, I'd love to invite you to join my cooking community on Facebook. We swap recipes. I do live demos and lots of giveaways. You can join here. Give them your Facebook VIP group. And then here is that cookbook, because you still want to give them the cookbook, right? And then the last thing is, if they give you an objection is not a no. Because if they say they don't have any money, that's a great reason to host. So I totally, and we like to use feel, felt, found, and we've taught y'all that before. I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I have found, and the way that works is, I just, I don't have any money to host right now. Oh, I totally know how you feel. I felt the same way when I was looking at hosting my own party. What I have found is that our Pampered Chef rewards are so generous. Our goal is to help you earn free products and not have to spend out of pocket. What do you think? Would you want to give it a whirl? Or people aren't spending money right now. Oh, I feel like people are so, are really tight on money. I know how you feel. And many of my hosts felt the same way, but what they have found is that people are eating at home now more than ever. And so our recipes and our products are very relevant. What do you think? You've got nothing to lose. Would you want to give it a try? I'm too busy. Oh, I know how you feel. I am super busy with all the things as well. But what I have found is that a Pampered Chef party only takes about 5 minutes a day on your part. What do you think? If I can help you show how you can fit it into your busy schedule, would you want to work together to help you save lots of money, or money on products? So, all right, with that, I hope that helps. I know it's a quick 30-minute run through. But like I said, I can show you how to do a tracker. We're going to give you all these tools in the Team Eagle organization page under the events, the event for this call. So that is where you will find the resources. And as you all know, I love to do my picture. Let me stop our recording.